What's up there, YouTubers and fellow riders? The Kim is back at it again, cooking up another DIY for you on bar ends. What's the importance of bar ends and how do they benefit riding? Is it just a cosmetic thing? Well, actually it's not. Handlebar bar ends are very important, and the OEM, this is actually an aftermarket bar end that I had purchased off of eBay. It's an aluminum based bar end, and the OEM one on here had fallen off some time ago, way back when I was a beginner rider, and I replaced it with some nice looking bar ends. Well, new to riding, I didn't know the importance of a bar end, and that the bar end is actually a weighted system on there to reduce the transfer of vibration throughout the hand grip. So as you can see, I have a foam hand grip on here, and I was having the issue of my hands going completely dead while riding. I'm talking about 30 minutes after riding, and I had went through a number of solutions. You know, I actually had those chrome hand grips on here that were all metal with a fancy point on there, and those just killed the shit out of my hands. And they might look cool, but they do nothing for you when it comes to riding. And so I had removed those and replaced them with these foam grips that you can get off of eBay as well. And the foam grips work. You know, they do work. They do reduce the transfer of energy or transfer of vibration into your hands from the handlebar, but not like I was hoping it would. So doing my research on the bar end, I found out that the bar end is actually a counterweight that goes on the end here, and it helps reduce the transfer of energy or transfer of vibration. It wasn't until about a few weeks ago, maybe I want to say a month or so, where I figured out, you know, I was having this issue more frequently, and my hands were becoming completely dead while riding, and I just couldn't take it anymore. So I started doing my research on vibrations. I thought maybe it had to do something with, you know, the angle that I'm at, and being pushed down in the riding position, that the blood circulation to my hands was being cut off, and then plus your wrist is kind of kicked up at an angle, and that's also reducing the amount of blood flow that goes into your palms and your fingers. And you know, so after doing my research on the internet, come to find out that bar ends are actually very important. They help reduce that sensation, that numbing sensation that you get while riding. And if you don't have a weight at the end of this, there's that vibration. It travels all the way through and even up into your arms and your wrists. So the importance of the bar end is to reduce that. Now, I'm going to take you over to the table in a second and show you the difference between the aluminum aftermarket type and a good heavy weighted bar end. Give me 1 second while I move over to the table. Alright guys, so what I have here is two types of bar ends. These are the new bar ends that I just recently purchased off of eBay, and they are the heavy weighted bar end for those of you looking to pick up a set of your own. And I wanted to go with as much weight as possible to help reduce the transfer of energy into my hands, or the vibration into my hands. And to give you an example, this is one that you would typically buy off of, and they sell these all day long on eBay, and they look great and all, you know, it's cosmetically appealing, and that's one of the things that got me to purchase this. And like I said, new to riding, I didn't know that the importance of a good weighted bar end is to the rider. So this is your typical eBay special, and I think this one cost me like no more than $6-7, I think, off of eBay. Now, and this pair right here actually cost me I want to say, like, I think it was like $20 or something like that, off of eBay, or maybe even more. You do find good sets out there, some $50, some $70 off of eBay. You know, that's totally up to you. But here's the difference. Now, I don't have a scale to actually put this on for you guys, but I'm going to show you the difference in the sound when these things hit the table. This is an aluminum based bar end with actually no weight to it. I mean, just barely. It's really super light. So this is, and you can hear how chintzy that sounds. Okay. Here is a weighted bar end. Now, I forget what the grams is. I think it was something like around 14 to 16 ounces on here, and this is probably like 1 or 2, if even that. But you can hear the difference in a good bar end as opposed to one that's not. Now bar ends do come in a normal weight, which is I believe the normal weight for the Suzuki, and surprisingly enough guys, this is not in the book. Here is the Suzuki service manual, which references the bar end, and in there they call it the handlebar balancer, and as you can see that is the OEM one, but it gives no specification, number 6, to how heavy this bar end should be. Now after reading on a couple of forums, some people were saying the heavier the better. It all depends on how bad it's killing you, the vibration is killing you, and is what you should purchase. But they do have a normal weighted bar end, and they do have the heavy weighted bar end. So I'm gonna give this a go around, since I seriously have an issue with my hands becoming so numb that I can't even adjust the throttle to ride. So at any rate, I'm gonna go ahead and slap this one in here. For bar ends, it's very simple. The bolt should automatically fit within the OEM rubber inside the handlebar. But if it doesn't, they usually come with a rubber of their own to insert inside there. And I think this one's loose. Just basically take this off, and you insert this rubber piece in here. I'm gonna push pause for a second and get this off for you. Okay, to get these on, you just basically take off the nut, and this rubber piece needs to go inside the you should already have one in there. If you've lost yours, well then you just need to replace it with a new one, but this typically goes inside the bar end and your nut asphyxiates to it. But and here's a spacer that it comes with. There's really nothing to get it in there. It all disassembles like this, but at any rate, you put your bar end on the end, slide in your screw, and your new screw should automatically bolt right up into the OEM stuff. And they usually generally list that on the website. It'll, you know, automatically fits for the specific bike that you're purchasing it for. Some of these aren't specific, some of them are. These ones weren't. These was a all-purpose type one for aftermarket for Suzuki's, and so I actually fitted this in there a few minutes ago before, you know, setting all this up for you, and it does automatically fit in there. I will see if I can post the link in the descriptions below, and so you can actually, if you were interested in buying them, you can buy them off of the eBay seller yourself. But at any rate guys, if you're experiencing that issue where your hands are becoming numb and dead, increase the weight on the bar end. This will help you out tremendously. And if you have this eBay junk, go ahead and get rid of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how easy it is to remove the bar end. Now I'm using number 5 Allen, and we're gonna go ahead and just remove the bolt from the bar end. Okay, so there's the bar end. Here's the spacer that goes in here. Now inside here you're going to see the piece of rubber tubing, and it actually has a nut on the back side of it that helps keep this in place, or helps seat this in there. And so we're going to go ahead and put this off to the side real quick and grab our new bar end. Here's our new bar end, and here's our spacer. I'm going to go ahead and take that off, put that in there, tighten up your screw. And that's it. There's a new bar end, nice and solid. So at any rate guys, if you are experiencing that issue where your hands are becoming extremely numb, or maybe just periodically they're becoming numb during long rides, this may not be as fancy as others out there. There might be shorter ones and stuff, but get yourself, if you do happen to have the aftermarket one, get yourself a good bar end. This will kill that numbing effect in your hands completely. So just want to kind of point that out there guys. So like always, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and hit that bell if you want to want to receive new updates on new type of videos that I put out there. A new thing out there, if any of my tutorials have ever helped you out and saved you a few bucks, consider donating to my channel and help me get some new equipment in this garage and some stuff to work with so I can bring you better quality videos. As always guys, I'll see you next problem.